他是谁？什么是男全音？
So this is Michael Spyres.
Hello.
The amazing tenor baritone. There's everything. There's nothing he can do. So do you mind if we ask the question, how do you manage your top and your bottom so well that is in unison?
That was the hardest thing, to figure it out after about 12 years of practice, to be honest, to be able to figure out because when I started out for years and years and years, it was like I had 3 separate voices, and people were confused because I had the low notes were no problem always. They just came easily. And then as you start to go through the break, that was the hardest thing. I could only sing up to a G, and that was shouting, just like.
Yeah, but you doesn't sound like you have a passage.
Now it doesn't. It took a long time. It's learning how to go whoa, and be a flexible thing within your throat. People think that you're just fixed, but it's constantly flexing, constantly moving. And I like to think of the voice. Try to imagine having a bubble inside of which physically it is kind of your sound that goes into different chambers in different areas. So when you're singing low, it's more in the throat, like.
So do you do the larynx thing? Keep the larynx down? Or
No, that's a bunch of crap.
That is a bunch of crap.
Yeah. No. Once in a while you need it, but this low larynx thing is just it works for a few years, but believe me, I had so many people, because I'm 42 now, and people started out.
It doesn't sound like that. You sound like you're in your 20s.
Oh, okay.
You're so healthy and young.
Yeah, well, that's because I don't believe in the lowered larynx technique. That's the problem. Is most kids that start out doing this, and this, it's a very American way to do this kind of lowered. It's impressive, and it works. It works for a few years, but most of the people I started out with 20 years ago, they're not singing anymore. And that's a very, very important thing to realize, that the more, and I'm a big believer in switching up repertoire, and especially doing Rossini and bel canto, but then also doing heavier things like Verdi and Puccini. And I've done now, I'm pretty sure the only person in the world who's done more roles than me is Placido Domingo. I've done 81 operas, 76 operas and 81 roles. And everything from Monteverdi to Puccini to Rossini, Verdi, I mean everything. And the reason is that you need to switch up is because you get fixed into one way of singing if you only sing, okay, I only sing Wagner, so that's how to sing Wagner, or I only sing, the Rossini, and it's ha 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 ha. And no, you have to switch up. You have to, and then find your way to make a homogeneous sound throughout. So
and you were only in your 40s. He done all those roles when he was
crazy.
finished.
Yeah, exactly. That's because I'm crazy.
No, you're phenomenal. And also one more question is, you have been singing 2 hours, and you've been talking so many times. I am a mezzo-soprano, so sometimes when I singing Rossini and for maybe half an hour, and then it kind of get in trouble to get into the lower register.
Of course.
It's losing. So what is your secret for keeping your bottoms when you are doing all those crazy colloquial?
Well, that's the hardest thing is figuring out how much to give and how much to let your voice just be, because on certain times you start to realize that, and a lot of people don't think about it, but singing is a lot about blood flow, because singing is a very unnatural thing. Blood rushes to your throat as soon as you start to sing, because your body's freaking out and saying, oh no, something's wrong. And so blood flow comes here, and anything that you can do to get blood flowing through the rest of your body, and that's why physically it's so nice to be able to not be fixed in one place. So you definitely need to feel like like you're ready to jump at any time. That's one of the biggest things.
You have a great presence on stage.
Thank you. But that's one of the biggest reasons, so you don't get caught and you're not stiff singing because your body the blood flow goes too much. But the biggest thing is thinking about blood flow and breath. If you think about those two things, the rest of the things will really go by the wayside. And it's like, oh, this is much easier. Yes, because you did the first two things that are basic for the voice.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay.
You should definitely do some, because in your speaking voice I can hear you do, have you ever done Desdemona from Rossini Zitella? There's a great aria that, in so much of serious Rossini, is so different than his light, fun stuff. But it's really, really beautiful. It's wonderful. So look into that. So yeah.
And also, like, I was also doing a video with Lawrence, and he was saying, like, he was really hoping to go to China one day with you.
Absolutely.
And have you ever been to China?
Yes, I sang in Shanghai about 14 years ago, actually. Just for...
Will you go back? Please go back.
I would love to. I was
back.
supposed to sing Carmen during, let's see, it was in Shanghai again, but they canceled because of COVID, obviously. But I hope to. I mean, I would love
forward
to.
to your documentary.
Yeah. Yes, I would love to.
It would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much.